South Africans will be hoping that Team South Africa can actually do better in Paris than they did in Tokyo 2 years ago. But in order for that to happen, the country will need more numbers, need more athletes to go to the game. So if SASCOC cannot do it alone, what then? Well, Mike Sharman and MatchKit partner Brian Abana have launched an initiative called Adopt an Athlete, and that's through their app matchkit.co. This initiative seeks to help athletes raise money to not only go to Paris, we don't need them to go in their numbers, we need them to also compete at their very best, and they can do so with the help of you, South Africans. To talk more about this is the MatchKit co-founder Mike Sharman. He's here in studio with me. Sham, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming through. Look, man, MatchKit. We had James Gerber here with me in studio not so long ago. Yes. He was using MatchKit to put a kid through school.
Goosebumps.
King
Amazing
Edward
story.
VII. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. And he's continuing. He's already raised $500,000. He wants to double it now. That's essentially the power of this platform. Talk to me about it, MatchKit.
Yes, MatchKit is obsessed with making athletes financially fit. They're some of the fittest human beings in the world, yet they are terrible with money and finances. And we've seen your introduction talk specifically to that. We don't necessarily have the commercial insights, funding, or models in order to bring those sponsorship opportunities to light. So we launched this product in lockdown. If you don't pay, you don't play, you don't get paid. And off the back of that, we thought there's an opportunity to help athletes build a profile and then commercialize it through crowdfunding, setting up stores, and value exchange. We've got athletes that are doing swimming lessons because they're synchro swimmers. We've got cyclists out there riding in the cradle with corporates. Where's the value exchange to help athletes not just be beggars every 4 years, but to actually offer value for the thing that they're experts at?
Why did you feel that you needed to do this? I mean, you could have just done anything else with MatchKit. You could have come up with a different kind of tech platform that could have done something completely different. And then you went and you did it with an athlete, somebody who has never really needed MatchKit for his assistance in his career. He's a World Cup winner. And when you've won a World Cup, everybody wants a piece of you. So why did you feel that this needs to be done, especially for South African athletes?
There's two things that I love. I'm obsessed with sport. And I'm obsessed with South Africa. And I think if we can focus on a niche that brings hope, sport is the one thing that brings all of us together, regardless of backgrounds, shapes, sizes, affluence. Sport is the one thing we need to nurture in order to build a community and to help us solve a lot of our base and grassroots problems in this country.
We had Tatiana Schoonmaker going out there, breaking records, bringing gold medals and silver medals back home. But then South Africans were, what do you mean you don't have an incentive to give her for what she just did? She essentially has gone and done what Penny Haynes did 2 decades ago, and you're saying that you can't give her an incentive? And then you stepped in and said, no. That's not going to work. She's a gold medal, a record breaker, and we need to get her some money. And South Africans stepped in during COVID, nogal, to try and come through and help Tatiana Schoonmaker and the other athletes that brought back medals. How do you pick your athletes? And how do you go about galvanizing the public to ensure that they buy into your idea? Because, I mean, I'm going to give my money, my hard-earned money, to somebody who's already a professional athlete. They should already be making that money. So how do you pick your people?
So I think ultimately what we decided was, how can we help that 99% athlete, the Cinderella sports athletes, those that aren't in traditional funding or commercial models, some that sponsors aren't necessarily considering. And that's why we went down this route, because we believe that there's an opportunity not just for a beg to give a piece of cash, but ultimately where can the value exchange exist? So for corporates, they're always looking for motivational speakers. Athletes are the best individuals. So you can use our platform to book an athlete to come and talk to your corporate and inspire your community of your employees. And off the back of that, that person then can be funded to get to putting South Africa on a pedestal. Like you said, Tokyo was our worst game since readmission. We didn't get a single track and field medal. And we want to change that. And we're tired of playing the blame game. We are active, positive South Africans, and we believe in subsistence citizenship. How can we come together as a community to uplift our heroes and celebrate the stuff that we're really good at? I'm tired of the doom and gloom on the news channels. I want the positivity. I want South Africans to band together, and I want us to make change in South Africa. And if that's starting with sport and going to matchkit.co to find an athlete to adopt, then so be it.
Mike, isn't active citizenship essentially giving the powers that be an opportunity to rest on their laurels, to be comfortable, to be complacent, to feel like, well, I mean, if they can do it by themselves, why must we as SASCOC step up a gear and try to do better than them? Because this is an opportunity for SASCOC to say, okay, if MatchKit is going to do this, we're going to raise you one better, and we're going to pour more money into this. We're going to attract more sponsorship to help. This is an opportunity where you guys can help 5 athletes, and SASCOC can step it up and say, we'll help 50. But it could be the reverse, where SASCOC says, oh, MatchKit, Mike Sharman, Brian Abana, they've got it.
I'm an eternal optimist, and I would love to work with SASCOC on this, and I encourage them to come on board with us, because we've shown 300,000 Rand to help hockey get to Tokyo, 400,000 Rand to start the crowdfunding campaign to award our medal bonuses. We're not blaming people for not having money. It's a tough economy out there. It's a tough environment. We welcome as much support from the public sector, the private sector, and the man and woman on the street. Let's do this together. Let's not lay blame. Let's just bring together, like, this is a proper way for us to combine our resources for ultimate synergies.
Very quickly, time is done, but I need to obviously get the necessary important details. I've got a bit of money that I can spare, and I want to help an athlete for the Olympics next year. Where do I go?
MatchKit.co. That's all you have to go to on your phone, on your desktop. Scroll down, and there's a whole host of Olympian and Paralympic hopefuls waiting to connect and value exchange for you and your money to help them follow their dreams to Paris.
Sham, thank you for this. Obviously, thank you very much for coming into studio to having this chat. It's definitely important because we are going to the Olympics in about 17 months' time, and we do need as many of our Olympians to go there and bring back those medals. And MatchKit.co is one of those platforms that can certainly help Team South Africa do the best they can.